big-time game on deck. And how about this light show to set the tone? What do you think about that? Welcome, everyone, to Orlando, Florida, the Bounce House, home of the UCF Knights. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Utah Utes, taking on another team from the Big 12, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So UCF's offense will have the football first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because
turning it on! Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Wilson will throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Still running up the 40. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
This quarterback showing a lot of resiliency here on this drive because first down he got sacked, second in California, he's able to scramble, and while he didn't get the first down, he's able to get a little bit of it back, and he's made this third down manageable now. Let's see if he can make another play here and keep his offense on the field.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on fourth down. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Looking for a big gain. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Knights line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. So Utah's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. From the gun, running back on the move.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. He'll keep it himself. Picks up the first down. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The Utes will line it up on first and 10. The give to the left. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the Utes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Taylor wants to throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. The bounce house is rolling here on third down, trying to help UCF. Floating away. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. And he missed it. No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
That's caught. It's Daniels. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that curl route.
Offense getting set for first down. Looking to throw on first down. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wilson to pass. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ashley. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. They've got a first down here to open the period. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It's third and goal and third and long.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Touchdown, UCF! Quick strike through the air for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to...
Breaks him, just steamrolling the defense. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Made a defender miss. Gashing the D on the... and you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Utah!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. UMass is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sam the Minuteman isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Buffalo. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. It's complete on the right side. And he broke One tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job of getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Knights decide to punt it away. This will be the second time. Had to kick it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line. He stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Taylor wants to throw. Steps away to find some room. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make...
Touchdown, Utes! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Snags it quickly on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The corners are walked up tight. Wilson will throw. Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Makes the grab. It's Rourke. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
The Utes want to crank the tempo. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Caught near the sideline, it's Johnson. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the 1st down mark.
It's hard to run a route or get lost near the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I'm starting to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit, catching the football, and making sure I was in bounds.
Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. We saw it on that play.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a great thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Grabbed behind the line, it's Kramer. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And in the waning seconds of the 1st half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that 2nd half in Orlando. And talk about a 1st half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys just down the road from our EA Sports Studios at the Bounce House.
The Knights will kick it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense...
Turning it on! Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays better.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Utes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Got it in the middle. It's battle. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing it.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Utes have their offense in high gear. The inside handoff. Across the 25, he's got room. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And the Utes line it up with a first and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Taylor wants to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Into the house. Touchdown, Utah! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. Let's take a look at the highlights. UMass needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Amherst behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Buffalo. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Offense in a bunch formation. They go to the ground. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Knights want to pick up the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Caught in the backfield. It's Brooks. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at it, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
My job as offensive coordinator is to find my guys, find my playmakers, find my guys that can win one-on-one when they get an opportunity, and that I can get them the ball and they can make something happen. He
makes the grab, got the... stop just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Let's go. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. Here we go. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Knights! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half, it looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Looking for blockers. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. Wilson to pass. Makes the grab. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. First and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Snap it to the back. And he's loose, and he'll take it. Touchdown, UCF!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point splits the uprights. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. Running back searching for a hole. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Taylor wants to throw. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Utes send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Nice job to make the... At the 16, make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the fourth, a chance to move on top with a score. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Release to the back. Got his man. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Knights will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Give to the running back. There he goes. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He'll do it himself. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Utes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They want that clock to run. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a 1-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning him here to save some clock.
And the Utes have this offense rolling. Quarterback keeps it. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Utes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Give to the back. Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Utes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Utes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Power football with the run. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. One more yard on this second down might just put an exclamation point on this one. Here's the handoff. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Utah.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They want to run this quarterback. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
Utah.
And a chance, perhaps, to salt this game away if this offense can pay this off with a late touchdown. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season.